Welcome, welcome, welcome to 239 Uncensored Live. We are here in the studio without Tim. Diana is in charge, so we're going to see how things go today. But I do have some great guests also, and we're going to talk about some cool stuff. As you can see already from my blinking necklace, it's the best piece of jewelry that I own. It's very nice and festive. Um, Diana, did you get everything fixed the way that you wanted it there?
Yes.
Oh, good. And you're mic'd up today too.
Yes.
Good. And I have to say, you're a little more alert today than you were last show we did. You were a little tired.
Oh yeah. Well, I went to sleep at 2 in the morning. So.
Where's your cam? Where's the Diana cam? Where's your
Okay.
face? There you go.
There you go.
There
Hi,
we
guys.
are. You're so good at the tech. I want people to be able to see it.
Yeah.
So you're not staying up late anymore?
No. Well, maybe.
You learned your lesson? You're
Uh,
maturing so quickly.
Depends on the day.
Yeah. Me too. Me too. And I have like 30 years on you, but you're like already more mature than I am, you and my son. So speaking of more mature than I am, we have some great guests from the WCR Women's Council of Realtors, Naples on the Gulf Network. And we have past president Pamela Hirschberger and current president Lisa Rogstad. Can we get them on camera? Oh, there we go. There's the group. Look at this. Look at these women. What a day for Tim to not be in the studio. He's missing it all. Although he does watch it from the road. I have to say, we have real jobs and they are real estate related. So all of this makes sense. And that is what Tim is out doing right now. I see why Tim looks so fat on camera. Look at this angle. I thought it was just him. He keeps talking about how chubby he is, but I thought he just says that because he found out I was a chubby chaser. But really, look, that's terrible. Oh, see, look, he watches like a psychopath. He go out and sell some real estate, Tim. And don't forget the home warranty. So speaking of real estate, Women's Council of Realtors. You guys have you had served in 20, I don't even know what year it is now. You were 2020's president,
2020.
and you are the current 2021 president.
Yes.
All right.
That's exciting.
And you're very excited about it. You're like, I'm almost done.
I'm thrilled.
I'm almost going to
Very
pass that
happy.
gavel. And we have a big event coming up that 239 Uncensored is actually taking part in, which I'm
Yay.
so excited. So all of my worlds are colliding for this tree auction, which benefits a very, I always say it wrong. I say it's for sex trafficking, and it's not. It's anti-sex trafficking, of course, but it's for an organization that helps the victims of sex trafficking. And so Lisa, do you want to tell us a little bit about that organization first, and then we'll get into the details of the fun event?
That sounds great. Sure, I do. All right. So the organization is the NISSI Project, and they are based out of Pensacola.
And NISSI is NISSI?
NISSI.
Okay.
It is.
I just caught on to that. I just wanted to show off how smart I am.
You're brilliant.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
so
you.
Awesome. So anyway, what they do is their mission is to bridge the gap for survivors of human trafficking between their rescue and their restoration. And Sarah Lefevre's is the president and CEO of the organization. And she will actually be driving here from Pensacola to attend our event on
Wow.
November 18th. So we are super excited.
Yeah. So this is going to be one of our larger fundraisers also. And some of the money does also benefit our network. And then we split the money, not 50-50, but in some way. So I don't know. I'm not the treasurer. I'm membership. I'm not the treasurer. But we do share the money with this nonprofit that you have chosen to partner with through the year, because that is something that WCR networks do. They all choose whatever nonprofit they're going to help for that year.
Exactly. It's up to the president and the network to come up with the nonprofit organization that they choose for that year. So I went ahead and chose the NISSI Project because it was also the statewide charity of choice.
Oh, okay.
And I was very interested in it and thought this is great. Let's just stick with the statewide charity. So because we are a nonprofit, we're allowed to donate up to 20% of the net proceeds. So that's what we will be doing. And this truly is our largest fundraiser for the year.
Yeah. And was it a big deal, Pamela, when you were at the helm of WCR? Were you doing it then, or was that its first year?
Every year is a different organization.
Mhm.
And in my year, we had Paws. We supported the local Paws organization.
The little dogs.
Yes.
But did you
Golden
do the
Retrievers.
Christmas tree auction
We
for
did
that?
not. We were 2020.
Okay.
So we did not do it. We managed.
You had a tough year.
We
to
managed
do
to get
anything.
the fashion show in.
Oh,
which
yeah,
you were
yeah.
part of. You were
That
part of
was my first event.
one.
Yeah, I crashed it as
You
a
did.
non-member.
That's right.
You guys have not gotten rid of me since that event.
No, we love you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I love that you have claws in me. I'm never going anywhere. So speaking of the event, we did a tree. This whole thing, it is I believe Debbie McGinnis came up with the idea. It's brilliant. So you have different people that donate a decorated tree or a decorated wreath, and then they're on display at Robin Stuckey for 2 weeks for the general public to just walk around and ooh and ah. And I have 2 in there. We have one from 239 Uncensored. Oh, there we go. So
Beautiful.
the police one on the right, it's Honor the Fallen, and I did glue those little mourning bands on those metal sheriff stars, and the flyers on the left. And so Tim and I put that in. Diana, we'll put your name on it too, like, because we're a package deal. So Tim and Diana and I, we're very honored to put this tree in. And actually, Tim was kind of upset that he was out of town and didn't have more input into the tree. But I was like, you're on vacation.
I love that top.
You're getting like body painted down at Fantasy Fest. I'm trying to raise money for a good cause here. Get it together. So that's one of the trees that we have in. And then people are going to bid on these trees in silent auction. And then we're going to have 3 that are up for live auction. And you have a celebrity auctioneer, I hear.
We do.
Who is that celebrity auctioneer?
Oh my God, it's our favorite human.
Yay!
It is
So
Shannon.
I did take over the mic for the auctioning off these trees, and it's going to be great. And there's a beautiful tree from Robin Stuckey that is going to be raffled off. So there's a raffle, silent auction, and live auction. And here you can see on the screen some of these gorgeous trees. This is my horrible photography. So these white trees are not pink. The pink tree is pink. I don't want to mislead you, but the big white tree is not pink. That's just, I can't take a picture. Like I'm not photogenic and I can't operate my camera. So people will come in, they will donate whatever money that they want to. They'll bid on these trees. There's going to be food. There's going to be Santa. Santa's going to be there. I hear. It's rumored.
He's making an appearance.
Okay, we don't really know which Santa yet, I think, but Santa will be there. And then is there some type of alcoholic beverage? Because people don't always care about doing a good job for other people, but they do like booze. So are we serving that at this event?
We will be serving wine.
All right, there you go. Or you could bring a flask if you need something a little bit
Absolutely.
stronger, right?
Just put it in your purse or your pocket.
And speaking of purses, that is just such a perfect segue, because I was just going to say at this event, we will also be drawing the winner for an ongoing raffle that WCR has had. And I have bought a ton of tickets, and selfishly, I do want to win this bag. So Lisa, do you want to hold it up? This is the Louis Vuitton. And you were asking me like, oh, what kind of fancy bag is this? And what's it called? I said, I don't know. And anybody that's going to bid on this thing or want it with a raffle ticket isn't going to know either. But it is gorgeous.
It's the perfect real estate bag because it's never full.
It is the never full. And I do have the never full in the classic signature, which is why I want this. It's the perfect size. It's the medium size.
Ballerina pink lining.
Ballerina pink lining. Nice.
And it has another little.
Oh, I don't have that.
A detachable clutch so you can use
yeah.
that as an evening bag. If
I
the
didn't
day
get
goes
that.
on and on.
And what is the value of this bag?
It's $1,800.
I believe it's around $1,700.
Yeah.
And we are still selling tickets.
We are.
Tickets
We
are
should have
available
stopped
online.
that a long time ago so that my odds would have been better, but that's all right. You guys do things your own way. So we're going to draw the winner of this bag that night.
We are.
And these funds are also going to our network and to
The Nissy.
Nissy.
Project.
Nissy sounds weird to say. I want to say
It's kinda
Nissy.
like Missy, but Nissy.
Right.
It's all good work. And so other than this beautiful tree auction, which is on November 18th,
Correct.
and it's at 5:00.
It's from 5 until 7 at night.
Okay. And tickets are $10.
Tickets are $10 and you get to have a fabulous evening and donate and hear about the Nissy Project and just get out and be in the festive mood.
It's going to be a really good time. And how do people get tickets for that? Eventbrite?
It's through Eventbrite. It's on our WCR Naples on the Golf Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
It should be on Instagram as well. And of course, they can contact any one of us and we can give out our contact information.
Yeah, just not at 3 a.m. We can take care of our tree business during normal hours. I mean,
Yes.
really, people are like, oh, really? I'm drunk thinking about that tree. Like, how do I get my ticket? So that is just one of the fun events that WCR does. And we do events and lunches all year long. Now, what the heck is the point of WCR? Like when I say, oh, it's a bunch of, women in real estate, they get together, people say, that sounds terrible. Why would I ever put myself into that situation? I was one of those people that said that sounds terrible until I came and I met you guys. And like I said, you haven't gotten rid of me. So Lisa, how long have you been involved with WCR?
I have been involved for 4 years now.
4 years. And Pamela, how about you?
I started in 18, so
Close to
18.
There you go.
2018.
2018.
Mhm.
So that's not long. You guys aren't burned out yet.
Not yet.
No,
It might be
my- and my
coming though.
very- my
2020 must have almost done it for you though.
it was a lot of pivoting.
Yeah.
It was good though.
Yeah.
It was interesting. And this organization is it's surprising in how fact it's supportive of each other.
Mhm.
It's not competitive,
Mhm.
although we are very competitive in our profession.
Mhm.
It's nice to have another WCR member across from a deal. It's
Yeah.
not like, oh, I mean, I know her. She's showing my property today. So it's kind of a sisterhood. It is a sisterhood.
It does make, I think, a deal easier when you have some familiarity with the other people that are involved. And there are affiliate members as well. I do use this platform as an opportunity to push home warranties.
Sure.
They are boring as hell. I know that. That's why I don't talk about them all the time. That's why we talk about exciting stuff like alligators and, have blinking necklaces. But it has really helped me to connect to other people and connect to other affiliates and has just really been surprisingly collaborative, I guess, in spirit, which, has not always been the case for all women's groups, particularly in Naples. And so I know that we are doing some things really to welcome in our new members because yes, I am membership director. And so I will be begging everyone to join this group and share in the love. But really, it is more than just getting together and having lunch. So we're going to force people to get to know each other and like ask questions, personality-based questions, icebreaker questions, and take care of the new people. What else do you think you got from WCR so far from your time, Lisa?
Well, it's just been very enlightening. It's been fun. It's been educational. The relationships are a lifetime. It's all about the networking. Like you're saying, we've got fabulous affiliate members that can help us in our business, help newcomers to the network
Mhm.
or new to the real estate industry, actually help them with their business.
And what were some of the speakers? Who were some of the speakers that you've had this year at the lunches?
Let's see, this year we had, I was very excited in May. We had McGee Women's Institute out of Pennsylvania fly in. The president flew in to speak with us on women's health. And they're actually the largest women's research institute in all of America. So that was extremely interesting.
Mhm.
And it's a very important topic, I felt.
So it's not just like, hey, my brother-in-law Bob can show up and talk at lunch. People actually fly in for our lunches and our educational opportunities.
They do.
That's pretty
They
amazing.
absolutely do.
And then there was a spa day that I wasn't there for because we also have socials. We have free socials that people can come to and meet us. Not the Christmas tree auction. That's going to cost you $10 because there's booze. But the other stuff, sometimes there's booze at the other stuff and that's free, right? Did y'all booze people up at the spa event?
We did. We
Oh,
had-
good,
yes.
good.
We had 3 sponsors for our spa event. It was held at Woodhouse Spa, and they did a fabulous job. They had their, different technicians working different rooms, and we had special spa treatments. So
Did people get waxed in front of each other? That's a pretty close relationship with fellow realtors.
it's very close. And so we
Yeah.
chose not to get that close.
Oh,
for
good.
that
You know, I'm
event.
just figuring out the whole like group of women thing. I get along more with men. So I don't know if like public waxing is what y'all do, if that's what I need to do to fit in.
Well,
I'm not sure.
I think you fit in anyway.
I don't know why. I had to say that we had a fancy hat party at Clive Daniel. And these women showed up in these just gorgeous hats. And Lisa, you loaned me a hat, which was actually part of a Halloween costume. And it had a big spider on it. And I just sat in the corner in that borrowed Halloween hat and ate lemon bars. And I was so happy. I was like, I don't know why this group keeps letting me show up. But they do. So I think that that's really what I want people to know is not only do we have these quality speakers and great members, but you know, it's not hoity-toity. It's not off-putting. People aren't going to be in their little cliques when you come to the socials or you come to the meetings. And we really are trying to do good work out there, not just in real estate, but in fundraising and in the community. You guys have to you had to do more than nodding because you have microphones. So it's to say
okay.
yes. Yes. You had to give me a verbal
We do
yes.
really fun things.
How many tickets have been sold on this bag? How much competition do I have?
Oh my gosh, you have a lot of competition.
Really?
So you better start buying more tickets.
Now, how can other people that are watching, because you don't have to come to the event to buy a ticket.
You do not have
You can
to
buy a
come to the
ticket
event.
online, right?
You can buy a ticket on our Facebook page again. And if you choose, which I'm sure you all want to choose, to come to our event on the 18th, then as part of your checkout on Eventbrite, when you pay your $10, you can get the add-on tickets to purchase
Oh,
tickets for the
yeah.
purse.
Yeah.
And there are 2 for $10 or 5 for $20, which is like unbelievable.
I know. I want to encourage people to buy them because I care about the cause, but I might care about myself more because I don't want to encourage people to buy them. I'm just being honest about that.
You are being honest.
Yeah. So we have a great group of ladies coming in to our board, but we're also looking for male membership, right? We have what? 3 men maybe that are just hanging on for dear life in that group right now. Like there's some brave souls. They just keep coming, just showing up. I'm like, whoo, all right then.
This is true.
Do we have like 3?
Yeah, with sponsors, we have more. We have more sponsorships.
Yeah.
With
Well, and that's a good point. You don't have to join. We will take your check. Just always, we'll take your money. And we do have other events that need sponsorship. And so we have a great board coming in, and that is going to be our next event after the tree auction is our installation gala, right?
That's true. It's going to be on December 14th at the Vineyards.
Yes. And what is the food going to be? Because that's all I care about.
Well, I was talking to Tina about it the other day. She's our incoming president.
Tina
And-
Morocco.
Yes, Tina Morocco from Kane Luxury Team. And she told me she's going to have a chicken dish for
Mhm.
those that eat meat. And she has a vegetarian choice. And her vegetarian choice will be a pasta primavera type dish, pasta with vegetables.
Yeah, I'm not going to eat that. So I better find out what that chicken is or if I'm going to have to eat ahead of time. I don't know. But so that is where the incoming board, everybody, we stand up and we go, hey, we're the suckers that took on the extra work. Look at us.
That's you.
Yeah. And then we have a pass the gavel that you guys do as presidents. And so how many of the past presidents are coming to that event? To the installation, and you guys stand just all in a line and you pass the gavel from year to year, like physically,
Correct.
right?
Mhm.
So we have what, like 6 or 7 maybe that are coming?
More than that.
I would
Oh.
say we may have a dozen even.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Mhm.
So special invitation has gone out to the past presidents and we've gotten good response. So last year we had probably 12, 13 of the past presidents
Yeah.
there. So we're hoping for at least that, if not more.
And I also I opened up my big mouth and I suggested that we have cuttings, like plant cuttings, as the giveaway. And I've made some calls that haven't worked out. And so if anybody is watching and wants to help me with that task so that I don't have to do that later, please let me know. If you have a nursery or a neighbor that has some nice plants that is going on vacation, I don't know. I'm not going to ask a lot of questions about how you get them, but because the incoming theme is thrive. What's the theme this year? Authenticity?
Authenticity.
And then yours, what was your theme?
Imagine, live, and learn.
Oh, you had
And
3.
that's for 2020. And how appropriate was that?
Oh my gosh. I know. You could have just cut it down to live.
Yes,
Or learn,
survive.
or learn, or imagine.
Right.
Any one of
Any
those.
one
Just
of them.
imagine that you're outside if you want to live. Oh my
It
gosh,
was
what a tough year.
appropriate.
And so what did WCR do during that time when physical meetings
We learned how to Zoom.
and
learned-
people showed up for the Zoom meetings?
We
Yeah.
did. It was a real interesting time, and we really leaned into our digital world. We
Mhm.
had the tools already, but we weren't using them as much, and it kind of forced us into that new sphere. It's almost like a new book turned, and now we're digital.
Right.
So it kind of opened up the digital world for us. So we had a lot of this kind of things. So from the waist up, you're dressed professionally. Who knows what was going on below?
Right.
Don't get up.
Right.
No, don't.
I know. Or how about those people that are always like, oh, my camera's broken. And we're all like, you haven't showered yet. We know that. Just tell us that, but don't say, oh, my camera's broken today.
So
It'll be fine after 3 p.m., but it's broken right now. And then, people that go to the bathroom when they're on there, I'm
Yes.
always afraid, like if I'm getting dressed and I'm on a Zoom call, I try to put my computer so that, and still I'm like, I'm hiding behind the bed trying to get my clothes on because I'm just terrified that it's going to be me.
I know.
And somebody's going to be recording that because why would you record a Zoom call anyway? But people do.
Well, we
Yeah.
had actually classes, we had educational events for Zoom
Mhm.
that transitioned to Zoom. So
Mhm.
we did record a lot of those events
Oh, so that's nice. So where are they now?
in the archives on our website.
And what website is that? If people want to find more information about WCR and they can't find it on Facebook, or if they want to fill out membership papers, or that's all on the website too, right?
It is. They would just go to WCR.org.
And then find the Naples chapter. Or
Exactly.
now network. We used to be chapters. Now we're networks.
We
Right.
were chapters. And
Right.
now currently we've transitioned. We are networks.
We're doing a lot of transitioning. We're like little butterflies over here. Little butterflies. But we do have an anti-mean girl kind of outlook, or at least I do. And as membership chair, that is my goal, really, is inclusion, to make everybody feel not just welcome, but really valued, and to feel like they're getting something out of their membership, that we're not just decorating trees and having, that's fun. I did 2 of them. I had a good time. I think the event is going to be great. But, at the end of the day, there are only so many hours and I have to make money. So how does that translate to me making money? But I have built relationships with people that have then, ordered home warranties, thank goodness, or helped me with my social media or other things like this. So I feel like I've gotten my money's worth out of it, at least in lemon bars, because you guys always have food and desserts and stuff. And I don't know how that works out. Are we losing money? I should probably look at the treasurer's report.
Well, we may have to limit you.
I know. Wait, maybe I'll have to bring my own snacks. But
Or
if I
else,
win that bag, then I can use it for a snack bag.
You could use it for a snack bag.
And I will too.
We know you will.
I know. I do hover around the table at the end of events and ask if I can take stuff home. I act like my son is younger than he is. He's a grown man. He's got a big old beard. And I'm like, I have a child at home. Please help me. And my little boy, he would love those lemon bars. All right. So we talked about the tree auction, talked about the purse, talked about how great it is to be a member of WCR. What have you guys gotten from leadership? Why? I got totally suckered into membership just because I like everybody, and they said, hey, please help us. So is that kind of what happened to you? How you got suckered into being presidents?
We call it being tapped.
Oh, yeah.
You get tapped on the shoulder.
Like with a cattle prod, maybe.
You do get tapped, you get asked, and it becomes an honor.
Yeah, it does. Because we all know, right? Like, oh, another committee or another, another thing that I have to do. And I think we all have a personality of, when we take something on, we like to do it well. So it's not just a title, a position. There is work that goes with it. It's time consuming, but it is rewarding for me to feel like I'm building something that is helping my colleagues build their businesses. And I do feel like that pays off for me. So do you get that from leadership?
Absolutely. I mean, it's been a growing experience for me.
Yeah. You don't even like public speaking.
I don't like public
And you have been
speaking.
public speaking the heck out of yourself at these events. And look at you now, you're
I
on a
have.
mic.
And
And
if it hadn't been for my good friend here, Pam Hirschberger,
yeah.
I may not have had this opportunity, but I wasn't going to let her down when she said she was going to be president last year and would I come alongside.
Yeah.
So I have to thank her because otherwise
She's your little butterfly now.
it's been a huge growing and
Yeah.
a great experience.
Yeah. Well, I have to applaud you at having the courage to do that too. You could have said no, or you could have done a bad job, and you really have pushed yourself and you've done a beautiful job, not just at our meetings, but you have formed partnerships with NABOR, the Naples Area
Yes.
Board of Realtors, and NAREP, the National Association of Hispanic
Right.
Real Estate Professionals. It's so
Exactly.
long.
It's very long.
But so you had to speak at a neighbor breakfast also in front of everyone, and they didn't have an AV system. So that was even tougher. And you did a fantastic job.
Well, thank you very much. And I am extremely proud of our relationships that have grown with both NABOR and NAREP this year.
Yeah.
It's
See,
been
it's not
very
a coven.
exciting.
We do get along with people. We can have a good time, and other people like us. It maybe it is a coven in a little a sisterhood type of way. It feels a little witchy sometimes. But that's all right. Like, some of them just have known each other for a long time and they like get together in groups, and that does still scare me. But I feel like you ladies will protect me if anything happens. And for the most part, it's been a year. Nothing has happened.
No.
It's just my paranoia. I don't know if that's ever going to go away. Do groups of women scare you? Either of you? No. You're like, no, we're normal. We are women. Other women don't hate us. Work through your problems.
But another thing about this organization is not just a local organization; it's a national and international organization.
Oh, yeah.
So speaking of your business, you can grow your business through the organization with members in California, with anywhere in the United States, or if you're traveling and you land in a city, you can look up the Women's Council of Realtors there, and you can usually find some common sisterhood there.
Right. We have people that have moved to the area and they are using WCR really as the cornerstone of how to rebuild their business in a new area.
Very
Absolutely.
true.
Yeah. And that's also a great way to get referral business, right? If you're in
Correct.
Chicago, you
Correct.
stop by a meeting and you go, hey, if you have people that are moving to
Absolutely.
Naples, here's my card.
Absolutely.
Here's my sweet little face and here's my card. And then buy them drinks because, again, booze. Everybody likes the booze. And then get out. Why don't we have a full bar at our lunches? Is that something I can work on?
Alcohol is frowned upon. They're business meetings.
Is that a policy or
It
a
is.
rule?
No, it's pretty much a rule. You don't drink and
Oh, so I should probably also not be
no day drinking.
no day drinking.
No.
At least not during the lunch days.
not
The
during
next
lunch
day.
days. Or
Maybe.
in the evening if you want to get together with all your good friends that you've met through the Women's Council,
Right.
and just go out and have a good time. That's acceptable.
Okay. So what, and I did ask before if we had any type of what's it called, morality clause in the membership. Because I had a dicey situation when I was out a few weeks ago, and I said, Lisa, what are the rules? Because I just want, like, this almost went too far, and I just want to know, can I still serve the WCR board if like I get into a fist fight, like out in a parking lot? And again, I believe you told me that was frowned upon. Like no drinking during the meetings.
No drinking during the
No
meetings,
fist fights
no
in
fist
parking lots.
fights, no kicking, no pulling hair.
Right.
None of that is allowed.
Okay. I'm new,
However-
learning rules.
But if you speak to me about the situation,
Right.
because everybody needs to play nice in the sandbox,
Yeah.
we will.
So case by case.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
maybe a kick to the shin might be overlooked as long as I sell enough of these damn Christmas trees.
Well, for you, Shannon, possibly.
Thank you. Well, I have my flip-flops on today, so everybody is safe from a shin kicking. So, all right, we have some great partnerships coming up in WCR. I invite everyone to come to a luncheon or a social event. Please come to this event. Can you throw the graphic up one more time, Diana, please? Diana, you're coming to this event, right? Because this tree is from you, one of these trees. So here's our police tree. I made that, y'all. It looks
love
better in person.
It,
It
looks
has
awesome.
Right. Thank you. It has the names of the fallen officers written in silver ink around the
Oh,
ribbon.
nice.
So I don't think you can see that.
And the writing was incredible.
Oh, well, thank you. That's just my writing. My poor arthritic hands still have it. And so you can use that that QR code, or there's the information on the event. And then can you scroll through so that we can see the other tree? Okay, so the one in the middle with the peacock feathers, I made that one too. I want everyone to know that. So that's our In Celebration of Wild Women. And then
Nice.
the
Great
one,
name.
thank you. It's got some peacock and some leopard, but they're all very different. So you can see we have one huge one with the patriotic theme. I believe that's neighbors.
Neighbors.
Yeah, and then we have like a fun one with fishing rods, and there are some that are really more sophisticated and really beautiful, and then some they're more whimsical. We've got a Back the Blue, all got a Nemo, the little fish tree. So I'll get something for your kids. When I walked by, I said, yeah, some rich family is going to get that for their playroom. Like we had the same old
Yes.
dusty shit that we had to keep pulling out year after year.
Exactly.
We thought it was fancy. I didn't know anything with sequins on it. I was like, oh, this is great. It's glitter. It's so fancy. And when I look back on it now, it was just just cheap plastic, nothing nice. Oh, I'm
It
so
was
glad
still
I didn't know.
magical.
I know. I'm
Still
so glad I
magical.
didn't know as a child. Like
But
my father was like the attorney in a small town. And so, we were trash, but we were like head of the trash.
Oh my gosh.
So I still
Oh,
felt
no.
like I had a position.
Oh wow.
Sometimes I still feel like I have that same position. All right. So come out and bid on the trees.
Also, I want to let everybody know that if they don't want a tree, we have 10 beautifully decorated wreaths.
That's right. We do have wreaths. And what is the bidding going to start at? It starts at like half the value of these items, right?
Most of it is going, yes, basically it's half the value. The wreaths will start at $75 and go up.
Okay.
And the value on some of the wreaths are up to $500.
Wow. Now, do we have the 2-part wreath?
We do have one wreath in case you have a double door entry.
Mhm.
That would be perfect.
And
And
that
that was donated by Driftwood.
and Driftwood does such beautiful
Beautiful.
stuff anyway. They're one of my favorite places to go. I just go and look at the bonsai trees. They have such a cool. And that is another good point. It really does bring the community together at these events, because you do get to meet the businesses that we all work with that have donated because they believe in this cause, and they like to work with realtors. Right? That's what makes this town happen, right? Real estate and hospitality.
So I think these are on display. They can go in advance of the event, right?
They can go in advance. The trees are all on display now. They're
Look at you guys working in tandem. You're so professional. I'm so proud. So they're on display where?
They are at Robin Stuckey downtown, and they are strategically placed throughout the store. The store is so gorgeous, and then you have these beautifully decorated donated trees, and the wreaths should be up within the next day if they are not already up.
And I finally got my last tree in. It was only 2 days late, but it's there, and it is magnificent. And it is fun to walk around the store, because you walk around the corner and then you see a tree all lit up. And I know it's early and people are complaining that we haven't been through Thanksgiving yet, but we are auctioning these off, and we want people to be able to enjoy them for as long as possible during the holiday season. So we're getting it done now. So go and get your tree. Thank you so much, you guys, for coming and talking about WCR. And I hope that we just have a ton of people at the next event. I hope I win this bag. Oh, do we have thank you, Sandy. So that is Tim's mother. She's the #1 fan of the show. #2 fan is Tim's aunt. None of my family watches. They're not supportive at all. That's why Tim is a nice person, and I am the way that I am. He's got a beautiful, supportive family.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the proof is in the pudding. But they are beautiful trees, and it is a great cause. It's going to be a fun time. And thank you so much for coming on and talking about WCR and the tree auction. I hope you guys come back.
Well, we really appreciate being invited. I thank you so much.
Did you have fun?
Oh my
Great
God.
time.
It can be a
Your
little
studio is so
intimidating.
impressive.
Oh,
Their
thank
studio
you.
is amazing.
Thank you. Tim really worked really hard. Tim and Sean put the studio together. And I'm just so blessed that we have this platform. I joke about Tim all the time. Of course, I love to make him blush, and we talk about silly things, but our goal is to support our community. We love it here. It's been very good to us. So anytime we can use this platform to do good work and have good people in, it makes me really happy. So thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you.
And thank you everyone for watching. And the way that we end it is we have to put our fist in the middle because I have to be Tim while we're gone. And so when I say we are, you have to say out and then go like that.
Okay.
Can you do that?
Yeah,
You're a dancer. So you're like choreography. I got it. All right. So thank you for watching, everybody. 239 Uncensored. And we are out.